Hello everyone, it's Monika here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm coming to you with another project. It's going to be a bit mixed media project. I'm going to do with Sow Flurry collection by textures. As you can see, I've got some of the elements prepared for you to show, and I'm going to use Distress Oxide inks in the faded jeans, salvage patina, saltwater taffy, and textures product, which I think I'm going to use those snowflakes die set. So I cut them out, but I'm still not sure if I'm going to use them. But what I'm going to use, I'm definitely going to use those snowflakes stamps on my background, and I'm going to use a sentiment which I'm going to stamp using that background words. So yes, let me put this away and show you what I'm going to do. So I've prepared myself, let me put the inks on the side. Let me see if you can still see them. So I've got my Slimline card base ready. It's a top fold Slimline card, and first layer I'm going to use this Centura pear card in a navy blue. So let me put this one first, and then I'm going to create my background. So I'm using liquid glue. The one I showed you in my previous videos is the Creative Craft product. It's a bookbinding glue. I will, as always, try to put all the products below the video so you can check it out if you are interested and if you want to check them out. Some of the links are affiliated links, so I get a little bit money of those links if you're going to use them, but without any extra cost for you. So if you want to support my channel, this is the way to do it. So now I cut myself a panel in a white card, and I'm going to use those two colors to create my background. So let me put that card to the side just in case, and I've got those blending brushes. I think, let me see, I'm going to use those two. So first is the salvage patina and saltwater taffy. I will put the lids over here so you can still see them. And let's see, I didn't actually think which way I want to blend those colors, but let's just go with the flow. And I just don't want the color to be very heavy. I want a light color because I'm going to stamp on that background. So yes, let's see what I'm going to achieve with that. As you can see, still had other color on my brush, but because most of that background is going to be covered with my snowflakes, I'm not worried about blending it very well. So let me add that saltwater taffy. Yeah, so that's the one. I want to put it at the bottom and see, and I'm going to also use a bleaching technique. So I'm going to spray it with water and I'm going to lift some of that color, so it's going to be more interesting. So let me add more color. And I'm using this messy mat because I was thinking to get myself a glass mat, but I'm still okay with the one I have right now. So when I need to do anything with mixed media or something more messy which might actually stain my normal mat, I just go for this mat. So let's see, should I add more here? So now I will try just to blend that color even better than this. So let's go over this salvage patina with that pink. Let's see, I'm happy with that. And okay, I'm happy with that. And let's see, let me put this away, and then I'm going to bring my water bottle So I've got this one. Yeah, there's still a little bit of water there, so that should be fine. And what I'm doing, I'm not going to actually spray it. I'm going just to use the tube, and I'm going to create those quite big droplets, and then I'm going to wait a few seconds. And I like, because this way I've got more control. If I'm going to spray the water, it's going to be more random. So let's see how the water will leave that color. As you can see, let's see, yes, you can actually see all of those droplets. So, and now I need a paper, and it's time to leave the color. Let me do, yes, I think that's fine. Yes, I'm happy with that. So that's the effect I was going for. As you can see, it looks like a snowy background. See, some of them are still wet. Let me just clean this mat. And what let me see, I'm going to see how it's going to look like with that card. I'm going to keep it this way because what I was thinking actually to distress the edges with that faded jeans color, but no, I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to dry it a little bit and I will be back. So as you can see, my background is completely dry, so now I can go to the next step, which is going to actually stamp some snowflakes on top of that background. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to use some printed paper just to protect my stamping mat, because it's brand new and I used it only a few times, and I just don't want to mess it up. I just like my tools to be clean for as long as it's possible. So this way I'm going to protect my my mat. So I'm going to put those snowflakes on my background, and I'm not going to use all of them. I'm picking the ones which are quite, and they've got a quite fine lines. Just don't want them to overpower my background, and I think I will just go for 4 different ones. Let me see. It's a little bit, yeah, I really want them to be placed in a specific areas, so just trying to see which, well, I shouldn't think too much about it, but yes, I am going to think a bit more about that. So I might actually use the big one here. It looks really pretty. Let's see, maybe a different one here. Yeah, why not? I will use all of them. Why not? Try to put the magnets in a different. I'm going to use just a little bit of that one in the corners. Yeah, I think that should be enough. So as you can see, I used all of them, so it's time to do the stamping. And for that, I'm using this faded jeans distress oxide. And let's see what kind of effect we're going to get. And because I'm using stamping platform, that should be easy to, because I know for sure that probably I will need to stamp it a few times, because first of all, my stamps are brand new and I used only one of them previously, so I've got the feeling that I will need to actually stamp it again. So let me press it and see. Let's the ink sink into the card. I like this effect a lot. Maybe I will just smear it around this. I don't know if this technique is very good or not, and then I will tap on top of them. So let's see. And because it's a wet ink, it will look really like more vintagey, I think. And I'm not going for really perfect look because it's more mixed media, as you can see with the background. So yeah, I'm not worried about that. I think I missed quite a bit of that snowflake here in the corner. And I think that should be enough, more than enough. So let's see. Let me see, and I'm happy with that. I should maybe stamp a little bit more here. And I'm just looking at the area which needs a little bit more ink. I think this one as well. And the bottom of that. Yes. That's why I love using stamping platform, because you can go over with the ink so many times, as many times as you will need. Because by hand it would take much longer time. I'm happy with that, and what I'm going to do, I'm just thinking about this one. I need to press this one even more. Yes, finally, because I put so many stamps on this platform, that's why it took me such a long time to do it. But anyway, I'm going to put it on the side and clean it in a moment. But now, until my ink is still wet, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually add clear embossing powder. Let me just grab that one. So I've got this heated up clear embossing powder. It's not, I don't think it's enough. Let me grab the big one. So I've got this big jar of Wow clear embossing powder, and let's use this one. And I'm just going for it. I'm just putting quite a lot of embossing powder on that, and I hope I dried my background well enough, because this is really important as well. So let's see. And as you can see, there are a few areas which need extra embossing powder. And let me grab my my brush, not this one, it's another one, and I'm going to dust off some of them. Of course, you can tap and release that excess of that embossing powder. Let me clear this and I will be back. I was going to hit it off camera. So as you can see, my background is done. You can see that clear embossing powder looks really nice on that distress oxide, that faded jeans, and I hope you like it. And I like this background, and I was thinking to use those, as I said at the beginning of my video, to use those snowflake dies. And I want to show you that, and the snowflake dies together with the snowflake stamps, they're exactly the same. So that's what I mean. Look at this, that's the stamp, and that's the die cut. See, it's exactly the same, and all of them included in the collection. So if you want to, you can do this, you can stamp and then you can line those die cuts or create a shadow effect, or twist it a little bit to create a different looking snowflake. So it's all up to you. You can see that, yeah, we've got all of them because I stamped every single snowflake, so you can see that the die cuts are all there for you to use. And I was thinking, should I do this background with addition of those die cuts, or keep it the way it is with only stamped? But I think what I will do, I will going to stamp my sentiment, and then I will still see how I prefer it. So for that I need again my stamping platform and that background words A5 stamp set, and you can see that this is one stamp, but you can snip into that, which I did, and I think I'm going to stamp this Frosty Winter. So I cut that one already, and I was thinking to use vellum, but vellum will be, you know, vellum is see-through, so you will see a lot of that background, and I don't think it's going to look nice. So I'm going to use this strip of paper just to stamp this sentiment, and then I'm going to think how I'm going to add it to my project. So let me just stamp it again with that the same ink pad and Distress Oxide, and let's see. Just prefer to get up and press it, and I need a little bit more. I became more confident when I got myself this stamping platform, because I think it's just wonderful that you can reapply the ink and just don't worry about, because if I use this acrylic block, I would have to redo it again and again, and especially with Distress Oxides it's actually not that easy, because these inks are staying wet for quite a while, so, and they can it's not that easy to stamp with them, but you know, having a stamping platform helps a lot. So let's see, am I happy with that? Yes, I think I will have to do something with that dot above letter I, but I'm happy with that. So let me put this aside again to clean it later, and I need a blue pen. Let's see if this one will be okay. I just need just to make sure that you can see that. And that's what you can do. So I think it's time to add here my background, and then we're going to see what we're going to do about that sentiment. Again, as always, I forgot to put the lid on, and the tip is slightly dry, but that's fine. I can easily, I've got this a needle here on the side, which helps me every time I need it. And let's adhere that one, and I think I will leave the background as it is. I'm not going to add those die cuts, that's what I think, but it might still change. So if you can, please comment below letting me know how would you finish it off. Would you use those snowflake die cuts or not? Because I'm sure there will be quite a few of you who would say, okay, I would add those snowflakes, and some of you would think that this background is busy enough. So, you know, we are all different, and that's what is beautiful about people using the same suppliers and creating and trying different things. So yes, let me grab my trimmer. Actually, I decided to cut a mat under that sentiment, and I think this way this card will look even better. So let me just adhere it, and I think this way I can actually adhere it flat. It doesn't have to be raised, but let me see. You see, this project is evolving. Every few minutes there is something else I'm thinking about creating, so, or changing my minds ever so slightly, but this is part of creating, because you know, you work with something and you look at something and think, yes, maybe I could actually add something extra or take something away. So now I'm actually going to add some 3D foam pads to lift that sentiment a little bit, and I think this way it will look even better. So I'm adding those foam pads, and let me add a little bit on the bottom. And let's see what else we can add to this quite simple card, but I think I showed you quite a few techniques you could try it in your card making if you want to recreate this card. So let me line it up. I always use my craft mat just to help myself with putting things into the right place. Looking through the camera, this card looks really nice, but I'm still thinking about those snowflakes. Should I add them or not? Because what I could do, I could actually lift them up a little bit or just offset them, and that would look really nice as well. And I think I will add it, and I will apply the glue only in the center because I really want those snowflakes to lift up a little bit, because why not? So let me offset this one. Should I offset it? Yes, I think. And I'm thinking about putting a gem. No, I wanted to offset it. So yes, let's just push this one this way. Yes, so you can still see that stamped snowflake at the background. And then shall I do all of them? No, I think I will just do the one, because otherwise I would have to think about how am I going to cut those off, and I think it's going to be way too much. That's what I think, but you might think otherwise. No, I might actually add those three. You see, I'm really it's very hard to decide which way to go for me today for some reason. I don't know why, because I really wanted to show you so many different things, but hopefully you are still here watching and laughing at me maybe a little bit. But yes, that's kind of life crafting as well. And again, I think I will just offset this one. Why not? And I've got some gems which I picked before. I've got those ones, so I think I will just add them as well. I've got those three bigger ones. Let's see if they will be nice. Yeah, I like them. So what I'm going to do, I always add a little bit of glue under my gems, just in case if they decide that they don't want to stick. Yes, and I like that one. And I will try to remove that glue. So yeah, I really like it. I think you will like it as well, because yeah, even though it took me a bit longer than I was thinking it's going to take, I'm just trying to remove that glue from under that gem. Yes, it's done, almost done. And I think this card looks really pretty. I actually like it this way, and I'm so happy that I actually used those die cuts. So this is my Frosty Winter Slimline card using those Distress Oxide inks. And let me show you again. So I use those snowflakes stamps together with those cutting dies. This is snowflake die set, and the sentiment background as well. So I hope you like this project. I really love it, and I hope you will like it as well. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to see more videos from this beautiful Sow Flurry collection by Textures. So thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.